God be the glory, all blessings, you heard? Hey, what's going on YouTube? What's going on, guys? I appreciate you guys for being here with me today. It's your boy Matt Thomas, it's your boy Royalty, and I'm back with another video. So, I know a lot is going on with this coronavirus thing, and everything that's going on is pretty at a standstill, but I just want to give you guys some light and just talk about my production with my whole clothing line. So as you guys know, This Is What They Don't See clothing line is the CEO, yours truly, and I'm actually just pretty surprised as the growth is how it's going so far. Now, one thing I can say is that when I first started this, I didn't think that my platform would go this big. I didn't think that my clothing line would even get this crazy. You know, looking over everything that I have done is just an amazing feeling. You know, right now I have one of my newest lines, my THISISWHATTEYDONTSEE, as most of you guys seen from the commercial. If you was in the commercial, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But I do appreciate everyone that has been purchasing items, you know, from my girl Tony to Dee to Nelly to Fabian to my cousin Joe, you know, to my manager, to so many people that's supporting me. I appreciate you guys so much. It does not go unnoticed. One thing I can say is that when I walk through the street and I see people wear my clothing, it's almost unreal. It's almost like wow, like this is an extension of me. This is an extension of me out in the world. And a lot of the times that I do see people with my clothes on, you know, it almost looks better on them than it does on me. It almost looks like so surreal, like I can't even believe it.
The yellow is for today.
Yeah, the yellow is gonna be on the blue. I ain't finished. I'll have it just be like okay. One thing I can say is that I put in so much work to get things done. I put in so much work to perfect the little fine things, you know, from the details of how the clothes feel against your skin to how the message that's on the shirt, you know, comes off to you, how the message on the sweater comes off, you know, the fitting of the pants. All of these things matter to me deeply, you know, from me starting a year ago this time, you know, it's my anniversary on my own clothing line. It's just crazy to see how far we've came. You know, the biggest, most exciting one that had dropped and sold out pretty fast was the 1% hoodie that most of you guys know, and the Stay Out Your Feelings to Get It Back. One thing about this is I know a lot of people have been asking, you know, why do I put so many messages on my clothing? First thing that I always say is presentation is everything. When a person sees you, you know, it's how you come off at first. You know, the first thing they see is the eyes, you know, the first thing is your visual. And a lot of people, you know, say that that's not true, but I promise you, people pay attention to that first impression. So your first impression is always important. And I feel like when you wake up in the morning, you put on my clothes, you know, there's so many messages that can be said. But from the Stay Out Your Feelings, Get It Back, it's really just letting you know, you have no time to be in your feelings, you know, caught up in the wrong things of the world. You know, right now you need to get up and get to this bag, as most of us see right now, you know, with the standstill and so many people being laid off and so many people being out of a job, you know, it lets you know that you have to make sure you get to the bag. You cannot be in your feelings, because sometimes the things in the world stops us from doing what we want to do. How's the Stay Out Your Feelings, Get It Bag doing?
You can cut it. We can put it in the side and cut them after.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's like empty. You're gonna add here after.
All right. Yeah, that's
this
right.
one.
Like, you know, when you put this clothing on, like, you feel like this is us collectively. Like, we're really, you know, united as one. One thing I can say is, like, this stuff comes from the heart. Like, I'm up all times of nights, all hours, all days, not sleeping. If most of you follow me on social media, you guys see I'm always up early, you know, trying to figure out something else to do and things of that nature. And I'm always coming up with more clothing, you know, trying to find things that's going to appease to the women, trying to find things that's going to appease to my guys, you know. One of the biggest things I can say is, you know, just keep pushing. Yeah.
But this black is nice too.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. ladies, when you put this clothing on, I want you guys to put it on and actually have a chip on your shoulder. You know, you got to make sure that when you walk outside, you know, you feel good about yourself and you actually want to walk out there and get things done. Fellas, the same thing for you. You know what I mean? You know, we have to be an inspiration to those around us. You know, as us being men, we have to lead. We have to be the head of the whole thing. And one thing I can say is, like, you know, my clothing, I'm hands-on everything. You know, currently right now I don't have a team as far as to get things done, so I like to have my hands on with everything, but I like to make sure people feel good about what they're getting. You know, when you look at me, there's no difference between me being, you know, different than Burberry, you know, Dooney and Bourke, you know, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Fendi, Prada. Like, you know, me, I'm the same way. I know a lot of people ask questions like, you know, your prices, you know, how does your prices vary? One thing I'm gonna say is I know who I am. I know what I'm worth. I know the time that I put in, and I know what I want to be put forth out there. You know, so when people ask questions about my prices as far as if it's too much, too expensive, too cheap, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. You know, the thing about it is that I make items that I want to affect the world, impact the world, and make people feel good about themselves. Of course, you know, I can try to make, you know, things cheaper for some people or lesser for some people, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. You know, you can worry about something else. That's the same way that you have the energy towards supporting, you know, these Yeezys, the people that you'll never meet, you know, these Louis Vuittons, or these MCMs, and all these people that you want to look cool for. Support somebody that you actually know. Support somebody that you actually, you know, have grown up with or actually have learned, you know, their craft and who they are and why they're doing what they're doing. My whole thing is this is what they don't see. A lot of people don't see the hard work that goes into a lot of things that we do. And I feel like you understand that. I feel like, you know, you understand it because you're watching this video fully through. One thing I can say is that I do appreciate you for tuning in and even watching, you know, this much of what's going on. One thing I do love about this whole process is that it's like a baby. You know, you watching it develop from one stage to another stage. I had no idea where this clothing line was gonna go. I had no idea that I would be making this much clothes or having this many people wear it. But knowing how people respond to me, telling me that the fabric is great, you know, the material is great, you know, they feel great wearing it, you know, they like the look of it, they like the reaction that they're getting from it, they like that their friends are giving them compliments. This is the best thing about, you know, being my own clothing designer, you know, being my own person. You know, it started from me being a YouTuber, and most of you know, it started from dreaming to reality, and now this is what they don't see. It's a feeling that I can't explain, you know, knowing that when I see the clothing out there, it's me. It's me, you know, seeing so many people take pictures and selfies and tagging me and hashtagging me, and I can't really put it into too many words, you know. Sometimes it doesn't even feel real. Sometimes it feels like, you know, I'm in a dream and it's just pretty lit. I cannot use words because words are man-made and I'm a creation of the heavens. I hold myself to a high standard. I hold myself to a very high standard. So the fact of the matter is that God gave me this platform to do what I could do, you know, and most of all, I want to give most respect to him, you know, most respect to him and let him know, like, you know, without him this wouldn't be possible. And who knows what tomorrow holds? Who knows what could be meant for me? But as you guys know, you know, this is not just me. It's not just my YouTube channel. It's not just my Instagram or any of my social media. This is a brand. It's not a trend, it's a legacy. And I want you guys to understand is that when you look at this, when you put on my clothes, when you look at why you should buy or why you should support or why should you, you know, entertain someone like me, you know, just understanding the hard work, the hardships. You know, most people don't know what happened at night. You know, the darkness is when you're created. The light, that's when everyone sees. You know, so I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. I appreciate you guys for wondering, you know, like, you know, what makes my clothing line, you know, so dope, so amazing. This is what they don't see. This is what they don't see. Clothing is what you should be a part of. And I think you all should tune in. I think you all should take a part. And I think you all should click the link down below and make sure you get your merchandise. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Alright? I appreciate you guys. It's your boy, Matt Thomas. It's your boy, Royalty. back, it kind of like goes off the shoulder part. The hood is this way.
It's the left one.
What's the left one?
Where's the right one?
Oh yeah, I'm about to say, because I thought we just did the left one.
There's the right one.
Okay, copy. Made me nervous. My heart started beating a little fast when you said that. Alright, that should be good, bye. Watch and learn.